Blip. What is poppin'? How you doing? This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece. Wednesday, monkey mind want to stick over, okay? Anyhow, this is the Shangodiac 4. That's right, Aquarius. The Aquas, the Aquarius, okay? Beautiful Sunday here out in man-made nature, baby, okay? And before I get into this, I wanted to try and keep these Shangodiacs more like straight to the point. That's why I'm also not doing lives, as far as live, interactive lives, because I want to just get straight to the point. But before we do that, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I didn't mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive, okay? All right. Also, if something resonates and you are intuitively led to that, you want a personal consultation with me personally, you'll find the link in the description box on how to do that. And for any spells, magical ritual purposes, products, come over to shango-ray.com. Okay. So I did a little brief meditation, and we have the spread here. So let's get into it. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. This card keeps coming up, like, I swear to God, in almost every single one I've done so far. We'll get to that. So I'm going to start. I'll just start in the middle. Okay. I'll just start in the middle. The first thing that came to my mind was there's an Aquarius here who is also contemplating in their work life, in their mundane life, or you will actually, because I do feel like a lot of this could be forecasted, but it's going to be what it's going to be. But I do feel like there's a contemplation about moving up, into a position of more authority, more responsibility, and probably requiring more from you, okay? That's one channel that I got from this card. And the other one, yeah, you see that? Them dual colors in there. Blang. The other one is there's some Aquariuses out there who are they're going to be needing to deal inside the judicial system, legal system, okay? There's some type of legalities going on, a legal situation. And it also appears that it's something is going to come, and it's something that has now been taking place. Like, it's taken a lot of I don't want to even say mental real estate, okay, but it's definitely affecting you. It's on your chest, okay? Aside from that, there's also some Aquariuses out there who are dealing with, in the workplace, professionally, there's some higher-ups that don't like you, okay? You're often misunderstood at times, sometimes, especially by certain people, certain kinds of people. And some of these people happen to be, inhabiting a position of authority where you're at. To whereas I feel like this particular person or people, if it's more than one, in regards to you Aquariuses who are dealing with it, I feel like they're trying to swing their nuts around a little bit with you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make things harder, kind of trying to basically set you up for failure. Now, in addition, it's kind of going along with this. There seems to be some negative talk also. This card is going a couple different ways. One way, the first way that I seen was, I always talk about how, to a large degree, we shouldn't actually give a fuck what people say or think, because that's really actually none of our business. But to say to do that totally 100% 360 would be kind of asinine, because rumors lies can definitely affect. So it's not about you caring about their opinion, it's about the effects of these words. Spells, okay? Language spells, words are spells also. So, saying that to say, there seems to be, your name is caught up also in some things, okay? Maybe false accusations, maybe they're true, maybe it's information that just does not need to be or was never meant to be, projected or broadcasted or known, because in a lot of these different workplaces, kind of they're almost like little septic tanks, and word spreads real fast. People, even sometimes in certain corporations, if there's one store, or maybe it's a chain of different types of businesses that are under the same corporation, and it's like all the employees from all the locations now know what's going on over here with this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a lot of that, some tight-knit slander, okay? Now, when it starts getting into the realm of real life shit, you got to remember sometimes words can get you killed, all right? The wrong word, a lie. I've known people who have lost their life over a lie. Someone lied on them to somebody else. This person went and did something. Boom. They're no longer here in this flesh. Okay? So let's not act like these things aren't important at all. So anyways, I see you looking at this too, and this may have something to do with some type of either legal. And when I say legal, yes, I can mean straight full up court, or legal within the confines of like your company or whatever it is that you are functioning under legally. You know what I'm saying? Where there could be legal ramifications. You get it? Some of you, there's an Aquarius out there who actually lost their job based on false information. He said, she said, whatever. You know? So let me just keep looking around here. Well, as I mentioned before, this came up too. But if you could see the placements of the cards, it makes perfect sense. Okay. Now, like I said, this may be future tense for some of you Aquariuses out there. Like, this is about to pop off, and you're kind of like, what's he talking about? And then, sooner than later, you're going to find out for yourself, because you're going to be like, God damn. Hindsight is always 20/20, as they. Okay, I guess we lost signal there because it said I'm reconnecting and shit like that. But anyhow, loss of a job, quitting of a job, something is ending definitely. Your time somewhere is come to an end. So no matter how it actually manifests, it's like it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move on. And when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. And that's just the basis of it. And like I said, I have a very strong inclination. Someone's also going to be losing their job due to slander, and due to, it don't take much to get a couple people together to say, if we can all agree that you did something, you know what I'm saying? And in some of these structures, that's like all it takes, man. Just let me look around here. I'm taking my time a little bit with this, not that I try and rush, but sometimes you got to shut up and just listen. That's part of scrying. You relax into the cards. You basically go in the cards, you know what I'm saying? But underneath this too, I think this is playing into also for some of you Aquarius is that situation, okay? Once again, like I said, this is the card that's been coming up a lot. And each time they're telling me almost the same thing, as far as someone giving more and more, investing more and more, and I brought this up in already 2 or 3 videos. I'm not sure I want to say it again just like this, because I don't want to sound like a broken record, you know what I'm saying? But you have to take the position of that you are your own kind of business. Let's pretend, right? And as a business, you have to review what is an asset to your business and what is a liability, what is just draining you. Because it's like we keep pouring more money into this stock and it just keeps losing, dude. Like we just keep losing. It's almost like we're hemorrhaging in certain areas, okay? So where are you hemorrhaging? And I do feel like for some of you, this job or this career or this whatever it is was like, you're like, dude, I'm giving more and more and more, and it just doesn't, it's just not happening, man. It's not happening. Okay. Sometimes you gotta really keep it real with yourself. Not with how it should be, how you'd like it to be, but how it is right now. How is it right now? Okay. Uh there's even some intuition. You know what? You've been having, and you're going to continue to have, and I'd say even more and more intuitive insights and channels. Okay, they may even be getting in the way of things. Sometimes you're trying to focus and concentrate, and all of a sudden, boom, something comes in. You're like, I know it can drive you nuts, man. It can drive you nuts. All right. And the other thing here too, some of you Aquariuses have actually been, because some Aquariuses are not necessarily known for their clear communication. They can kind of be a little bit hard to peg sometimes, or you get the wrong idea because you're seeing the wrong aspect of them or something at a particular time in a certain setting, so you assume this person is like this. But but I see also striving to balance your communication, making sure you're saying what you need to say, what it really is, but at the same time you're also listening. That's the balance, to be able to express yourself, but at the same time to be able to receive, to be able to listen. Okay. And I'm just gonna keep it moving around. All right. I gotta tell you, I don't know which Aquarius this is for, but you're gonna have to learn to let yourself off the hook. Forgive yourself. Okay? And forgiving yourself, it's gonna balance out a lot of other things. And I know it doesn't seem like it's actually connected, but it certainly is. I can tell you that right now. If this is for you, then it's certainly connected to you. Okay? It all relates back to the self, to you, or your concept of the self. There is some Aquariuses are going to be, I feel like this could also be, once again, like the workplace seems to be coming up a lot for a lot of you Aquariuses. I don't know why, but I feel like also there may be some form of a transfer, maybe new management coming in, maybe new something. And I do feel like it's a fire sign, or could be heavy fire sign. Have heavy fire sign in a chart. A woman. But this woman is not someone you're going to get along with. Okay? Many of you in different occupations or corporate occupations know what I'm talking about. You kind of got to go where they say you're going to go. You're going to be at this location now, or something like that. It definitely feels very strongly with that. I'm just telling you what is coming through. Me personally, I don't get down with the corporate shit unless I'm making a corporation. You know what I'm saying? Any place where you're just a number, why do you think they call it human resources? Because you're their resource. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do what you got to do, though. There was a time not long ago, years ago, if I could have got in a good corporation, I definitely would have got into it. You know what I'm saying? The other thing here too, I feel in some ways the climate is going to change to where I'm going to just sum it up for you real quick here. Let's land this plane, huh? Let's land this plane. There might be a huge potential to where it's like you might get in this zone where you're just mentally kind of off. You're not balanced. You're not at peace, okay? And it's one of those, I see it as a pattern that can be ongoing if you're not careful, okay? If you're not checking in with yourself on a daily, maybe even throughout the day, if you're not, questioning some of the shit that's popping up in your head. And of course, the main one, identifying with your thoughts, thinking that you are your thoughts, okay? Then this one, of course. And you know what? This to me has to do with, there's something that you need to say. to somebody or to several different individuals. It might be something different for each individual, but I do feel like there are some things that need to be gotten off your chest. You need to say them, okay? And I see that some of you Aquariuses are actually going to do that, and it's going to start some type of a chain reaction. Kind of think along the lines of the butterfly effect. A little flap over here makes a tornado over here. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that though in a positive way, because some of you Aquariuses need to, to speak up and let it be known what exactly you're feeling or you need or you want or whatever. Like, you needs to be specific, okay? People don't have time to decode all your shit all the time. Sometimes you just gotta come from the hip and blip, blip, blip. You know what I'm saying? So that has been your Shangodiac. Also, don't forget, we are dropping a new ritual here very, very soon for those of you who need some type of protection / kind of offensive. There's somebody you need to stop. If you need magic, if magical seems to be almost the only way that you can deal with this situation for whatever reason, then you're going to want to check out our put them in a box ritual. Okay, it's like a binding, it's like a freezing. It's not a freezer, it's actually a box, a mirrored box. Okay, but there's things that happen before the mirrored box, and where that mirrored box ends up to basically lock them up so they can't fuck with you. That's the bottom line. Okay, so just had to drop that. Peace and blessings to everybody. We out.